It's Chris Fade and Caroline Stanbury's Not So Epic podcast.
Brought to you by NMC Healthcare and Cosmesurge. Head to cosmesurge.com.
You start.
Welcome back, Chris.
Go.
Welcome back. It's Chris and Caroline's Not So Epic podcast.
We're back, another episode. You know the deal. Follow us. We're getting, as they say in the podcast world, traction.
That sounds quite sexual, Chris.
It does, right?
Yeah, that's
like
why
moist.
I hate that word.
I know, but like it's just
literally hate that
just
word.
a normal word that people, as soon as you say go, oh, you're like, it's
Yeah.
moist.
It's moist outside.
It's moist outside. That sponge cake's moist.
I came dressed for the occasion.
Okay, we're going to talk about your style in a second, but we're back. Yeah, Chris and Caroline's Not So Epic podcast.
I said that.
Yeah, follow us on the gram, inboxes. So many messages came in. And by the way, 80% of you voted on our last question, our last podcast, which was if you could find out when you were going to die, the exact time, date, year, all that, 80% of you said yes, you'd want to know.
Of course you would. Of course you would. Yes. I mean,
100%.
Scary stuff. But if you've got children and anything else, you want to know.
Yeah, you want to know. So thank you for following us. As we say, we're on YouTube. If you want to watch us, if you're only hearing us, we're on Spotify and Gami, all the platforms. And thanks to our sponsors, NMC and Cosmosearch, for making this happen. So Caroline Stanbury, you walked in and I said, oh man, what are you wearing now?
Okay, well, that's because Chris, no matter what, come rain or shine, is in black. Like a shirt, like just the same stuff. I mean, the trainers may change. These are actually the best ones I've seen you in. I've got to be honest. Normally, he's in shoes that my 13-year-old daughter has. I can see you do that, Chris.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm mimicking.
For those of you that aren't able to see this, he's...
Don't worry about my... We'll go to my dress sense.
You don't have any dress sense.
Oh, jeez. Okay. We'll come back to that. Let's talk about yours.
Chris went to a 90s party the other night. Was it 90s?
Yeah.
He didn't even... He's like, look, I got dressed up. I'm like, Chris, you came as you.
Yeah, it's
like,
my normal
it was
clothes.
like the most...
I'm stuck in 1994.
Yeah,
what a
it was
great
like-
year. Michael Jordan.
He didn't have to change
Scottie
at all.
Pippen.
My dress sense, I don't know. I kind of like... I change all the time.
I rarely see you wear the same item over and over again. How hard is that as you dress? And
Well, to be fair, Chris, we do a podcast, so each week I come here in a different outfit.
But it's not just that. Even at the gym, you have different outfits on your Instagram. You go out at night. You've always got these new... Yeah, I mean,
I put everything together differently. So today, I'm actually, so everyone knows, I'm wearing all Zara. It's just...
Was that in the lingerie or sleeping department, or was that in the real clothes? Look at it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. I think I look great.
You look great.
Just a lot of boob for you.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much, but it looks like a lingerie. Like if I was seeing you, you'd be carded here in the UAE. I think if you wore that at the mall. So if you come to the malls in the UAE, if you're wearing a little
I'll
bit too
cover up the
much
leg.
revealing, security will come give you like a yellow card that they do in football, and you're like, yep.
Okay, well, normally if I was going out, I have to be honest, you made me hurry up. I could put my jacket back on.
No, it's
Is
fine.
there too
it's
much
fine.
boob?
No,
Can
it's
I-
fine. I'm not
Juju,
looking.
can you pass me the denim jacket
No,
over there?
it's fine.
No,
Don't
you've
change.
made me get all dressed. I'm going to
No.
put my jacket on. Chris doesn't like my boobs.
I'm not looking.
No, I know.
I will refuse to.
Don't look.
Yep.
So this is a denim jacket that I put a Chanel brooch on. No, you can look at the jacket, Chris. It's not going to bite.
Oh, look at that. Is that real Chanel?
Yeah.
Let me get that for you.
Jacket isn't Chanel.
No, what's the jacket? See, what I like about you.
Helmut Lang.
Oh, that's expensive. I was about to give you a credit of not having to buy all the expensive stuff. Helmut Lang, that's one of my favorite brands, but I just can't justify it.
I'm pretty. Wait, first of all, excuse me. Did I just press?
No, I'm just holding the microphone while you put your jacket on.
You're such a liar. Do you know how much money he spends on trainers? Let's just discuss. Okay, we just have different priorities.
That's not- I don't
You
spend-
You do. You
don't.
You buy all those collection ones.
Yeah, I get them at cost price. She's talking about I own all the Yeezys. I just got the new Jordans, the Travis Scott ones, but I get them at the retail price, and they're an investment.
How's this?
That's much better. Wow, finally.
I've
Thank
never
you.
had a man
Welcome
ask
to-
me to put my top back on.
We just went from R-rated to PG in a minute.
Chris is very PG. He's happy.
Oh, I can relax now.
So,
Okay, no, but honestly, what I've realized knowing you is that a lot of people comment on what you're wearing. They always love what you're wearing. You've got a great Caroline Stanbury sort of fashion sense. You know how to put things together. But what I also realize is that, yes, some of it's expensive stuff, which some people that are listening to this who would not want to pay that. But then some of it is, like, yo, this is $30 from Zara.
Yeah. So what I tend to do, especially now, because I've got kids, when I was younger, I was a stylist. I don't know if anyone knows that, but I was for many years. And look, I do love expensive, nice things. I love quality, but I also love finding a bargain. So, I'm known for the fact that I always have my Birkin bags. I don't really change my handbags ever. I don't really shop for a lot of them. I have my bags and then done. But, my boots are Zara, and these I saw on, like, everybody's wearing the Prada ones, and I know I'm going to get sick of them. I'll wear them for a season or two, whatever. These are great in Ibiza and clubs and whatever else, and I love them, and then I'll just check them out.
So you don't feel any sort of an image that you have to uphold. So if you were with your friends, and I've seen some of your friends and they're these multi-rich millionaires, and would you not feel not embarrassed, but
You'll know, Chris, they look exactly like the Prada ones. Exactly. When they're on me, nobody questions it. I mean, you can't see. Where does it say Zara? Doesn't.
It says Z on the zipper here.
Yeah, but I pointed out.
All right,
when I'm
just
walking,
saying,
my legs aren't going to be like that.
letting you know, just in case.
Yeah.
So she's wearing these big black boots, if you're not watching us, which put your leg down. Oh my gosh.
Just letting those people at home see.
We might have to censor the video out. YouTube will take it down.
Yeah.
But no,
it's
you've
not that
got
bad. Have you seen what's on YouTube?
Yeah, true. But so you don't feel, but you don't mind if someone realizes, like, one of your rich friends and goes,
actually, do you know how many people have already texted today? Because I put up, my look of the day on my Instagram going, where did you get those amazing boots? And I'm like, it actually gives me so much pleasure to say I got them in Zara, because everybody right now, as I said, the ones that everyone wants right now are in Prada. And I looked at them, they were like $900 at whatever, it's 900 pounds maybe, $1,000. And I was like, you know what, they're not a shoe that I'm going to keep for the rest of my life. I mean, this has got a shelf life. It's a fashion, it's fun.
What's the most expensive shoes that you own, do you know?
Oh God, I've got expensive ones, about £1,000.
So where do you wear them at? Like when you,
Yeah.
I know that when I
wear everything. Like the most expensive things I own are those bags.
Okay, so when you're out, I want to know, because when guys, for example, myself, if I buy Yeezys and I want to wear them, the whole time that I'm wearing them, I'm like, I walk like
no.
Like I walk differently.
If
I
you
make
like
sure I
that,
lift
then you
my
can't
feet.
afford them, Chris.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, so
I just think you've got to enjoy them.
Well, I don't want to ruin them.
But you
I don't want to
can
ruin
wash
them.
them.
Nah, you don't want to wash Yeezys. So you don't care if you're wearing whatever they are, Louis
Don't care.
Vuittons, whatever. You're like, whatever.
No, they're done. I want to love everything. Like, I've spent a lot of money on them, obviously. I've worked hard for my money. And, I want to love it. I want to enjoy them. If I don't enjoy them and I'm walking around like that, then I'd rather just not have them. What's the point?
Okay.
And you're,
Because I've got my shoe collection, which I have, which if you're a shoe collector of trainers, I have nearly all the Yeezys ever released, brand new, in the box, never worn. I've got a couple of other ones that I've got that I got them because I've really got them because I think they're an investment. Because I think in 10 years' time, when I want to sell them, I could sell them for like these thousands
bags,
of dollars.
even if used, go for more than almost double what I paid in the store.
What's the bag?
The Hermes bag that I'm holding there, I can sell that for double used.
Why? Because you can't get it
them
anymore?
No, you just can't get them.
Yeah, well, that's how it is with the trainers. So they release a certain amount,
exactly.
and then is that what they do with the handbags as well? Okay, so let's look at when you're. This is not the main focus of the podcast, by the way. We are going to be talking about being vegan and non-vegan.
Chris has just decided to become vegan.
No, I have. Well, we're going to touch on that. But what I want to know is, because a few people have asked me about this. Every time you go on holidays or you're traveling for work, you pick out an item for every day, and you line it out. How hard is that to do? And do you wear every item? So if you're gone for 14 days, you have 14 outfits, or 28, you have one for the day, one for the night, every day.
Well, this is something I get asked all the time, actually, is life hacks, and what girls love watching on my stories is my preparing for a trip or, my wardrobe. So yeah, I do, because every day I do like to have a different outfit. I try and have interchangeable outfits. So also you need 2 outfits a day because you go out, during the day and then at night. And also you want to have a choice. So I do slightly overpack, but by seeing every single outfit before it goes in I used to just go to the closet and pick all my favorite things willy-nilly and shove them in. Nothing went with anything. Yeah, it's a disaster. Because then I'm like, oh, I didn't bring the shoes. I actually wanted to go with this. I haven't got the bag. I've got this one outfit, but I forgot the right shoe. So now I just look at it all. I have this thing where I hang it on my banister and I can visually see every single day. And then I have a couple of extra days by understanding that those trousers can go with 2 tops. They could go with, you can change the heel from a trainer to a heel tonight, and that kind of way of packing. And it's really helped me. And I found most of my followers are really, really enjoying it. Even, look, Pretty was interested in it.
Yeah, my radio co-host, Pretty, yeah. She was really asking, and that's what she wants to do now when she travels. When I travel, I just throw
Chris,
everything
yours
in.
is like black or black. I mean,
No, because it's easy for me. Black is because there's a few reasons. I've got a lot of colors, but I wear black because we're filming every day on the radio. If you want to use, I don't know, like I
or
just
a wife beater. I by the way, I'm a big I think you look so good in t-shirts.
In a wife beater?
No, I hate the wife beaters. I want to burn the wife beaters and put you in just these t-shirts that you've got on now and your shirts. You look really good. I'd love to get my hands on Chris. He hasn't let me yet.
Many people would.
Not like that.
I will let you one day go out and I would like you to style an outfit
I used to
for
do
me.
it for a long time,
What?
Chris.
Yeah. No, but I want you to style me up for an outfit. I think that would be good. I mean, for men it's pretty easy though. Like even we're talking about
but for your shape, everything, you look so good in t-shirts.
Like,
what
do you
Brianna
mean?
like?
Like a collared
like
t-shirt?
A proper like this.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Rather
this.
than that.
Yeah, like
Rather
that.
than
It's just the wife beater. It's like it.
Yeah, I know. I try, but when I'm packing on a few extra kilos, which I do really quickly, you'll find me just wearing more black than I would usually wear black. But it's funny because if I wear any colored t-shirts instantly on Instagram, like I get, oh my gosh, Chris, it's so great to see you in color. Oh my gosh, you should be wearing more color.
You'd look great
I just
in blue.
like black. Black is just so like
Blue
easy.
amazing on him. But the thing with you is although I'm laughing that you don't have any style, he really has a style. You've got a very unique style with the man bun. I've been trying to lop it off since I met him, and now I actually quite like it. I've got used to it. I decided that I don't know what you would look like without it.
Be weird without my man bun.
Yeah, I think you would. I think it's really your thing. So I don't think it can go now.
I feel like if I got rid of my man bun, that I would lose everything.
It's like Goliath.
Isn't that?
Yeah, I do
really,
too.
I do. I believe my career would go down
Yeah,
the drain.
I think so as
People
well.
are like, you remember that guy that had the man bun?
Yeah.
What's his name? Chris what? Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, what was it? The girl from Dirty Dancing that had the nose job and then never worked again.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
She got a nose job
She
and
got a
never...
nose job and never ever worked again in Hollywood because she was so different. And I think they loved her, and then no one recognized her after the nose job. That was
That's
it.
not
What was
fair.
she called?
I forget.
Yeah.
But Patrick Swayze
Yeah,
is no longer with us.
bless him.
That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
All right.
That's awkward.
Okay. So style. Ending this little chat is that you will one day definitely. I would like you to pick out an outfit and dress me differently.
I don't want you to pick out an outfit and dress me differently at all. But I
Let
think,
me do the same for
yeah,
you.
That's
That
really
would be funny.
Yeah, it would be
That
funny.
would be
Yeah, I
funny.
want to see what would happen if I let you loose in my closet.
Do you ever meet people and just think that they're older than you, then you realize later on that you're older than them?
All the time.
Yeah, like same with me. Like I have full-on conversations with
Because
people.
we dress like children.
Yeah, or I know people and I'm like, gosh, that guy's so like. I just feel like he's like 10 years older
Yeah.
than me, and then he'll be like, today I was having a conversation with a guy I've known for a couple of years. I really respect him. I work
Clearly
with
not
him.
enough because you didn't know his age.
No, but I guess I did. But he casually drops. Yeah, he's like, well, I'm turning 38 this year, and I'm like, I'm older than you, and I'm looking at me and I'm looking at him like. I feel like he looked like 48, 49, and here I am. I was wearing my...
Hope he's not listening to this podcast.
Yeah, but I was wearing my three-quarter shorts with a pair of Yeezys and a tank top, a cap, and sunnies on. I'm like...
Chris has never come out of his teens.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
the problem.
21. And I'm always going to be 21.
I feel the same. I'm 43 and I have girlfriends of mine that dress like full on, suited and booted, and they look so grown up and whatever. And I'm like, look at me now. I'm like the same. I share clothes with my 13-year-old daughter. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I don't know either.
But I feel great. I feel younger. I used to dress older back in the day.
And now you're dressing younger.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's a question.
Yeah.
How long can I keep my earrings in for? Like, should I take them out? I've had these ears. I've got my nose
You've
pierced.
had these ears.
I've had these ears
quite a long
since I
time.
was born. No, but like, I don't want to be, and there's another person that I know.
How old are you? I
I'm
always
38,
forget.
39 now.
No, you can keep them for a bit. You look young.
Okay.
I'll tell you. I'll be the
Thanks.
first to
Because
tell you.
I had a tongue ring for 10 years.
No, that had to go.
And I took that out a couple of years ago.
Thank God.
My daughters will always say, Daddy, why did you get that? And I told them, I said, Daddy used to use a lot of profanity and use bad words. So one day the teacher pulled out my tongue and shoved this in it. Don't ever swear, kids. I swear, believe me, they were petrified. Now they're older, they understand that was a lie. But yeah, I don't want to be the guy. There's a guy that I know who he's pushing, I think, 65 years old, and he's got earrings. And I think myself, he's got to let that go. Someone needs to tell him, like, I'll take it out. But maybe when you hit the age of 65, you just don't care.
I think you don't care. I went to my daughter's school the other day for parent-teacher meetings. As you do as adulting that day. And my daughter came out, she goes, Mummy, all the sixth form boys think you're a MILF.
Oh my gosh.
I died.
Oh my God.
And I
what
was
were
like,
you wearing? Not that, I hope.
Yes, I
rocked up in this. That's just
I
a
went to
lingerie
school
set
like
from,
this.
yeah.
No, I was not dressed like this. I was in a tracksuit, like I always do, in an oversized denim jacket and my workout gear. And apparently they were all going up to her going, be nice to Yasmin. She's got a really hot mum. So like now like a whole load of 16-year-old boys, I'm avoiding the school like the plague.
Oh my gosh. That's
hilarious.
What does Yasmin, what does your daughter think about that statement? Is she down with us? She's like, she likes this, or she's like,
I don't
Mum?
know. She was laughing. She goes, they follow you. And I'm like, I'm not really sure what to do about that. But I was like, sorry. But
Actually, that's crazy, because the other day when I visit schools, I do a radio show here in Dubai, in the UAE, if you're listening from overseas, and I visit schools sometimes after the show just to, meet the kids and that. And these two boys out of nowhere, I was in front of about 1,000 kids. I'm on stage doing a Q&A, and these two 16-year-old boys go, and I go, yep. They're like, do you know Caroline Stanbury?
stop it.
And I went, yep, we do a podcast together. Yeah, we know, we watch it. I went, thanks so much, guys. They're probably into you. A little 16-year-old. Put some clothes on, Miss Stanbury.
It's not, I wish I could tell you it's because I'm always naked. It really isn't.
Yeah,
I'm just
that's
hot,
cute.
Chris. I'm hot.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, all right, 43.
43.
Okay, so listen, the next segment that we wanted to talk about, which I really wanted to talk about because I can't stop talking about it, it's driving me crazy, is being vegan. Now, can I tell you my little journey that I've had?
Okay.
I ate so much meat for all my life. Meat. I love meat. I used to have a chicken a day. A whole chicken a day, and I would have 5 to 6 eggs a day, every day. This is what I was. I was bulking at the gym when I was huge and meat. I'm a man. And then 2 months ago, I went vegan for 33 days. I wanted to go vegan for the month. I wanted to see what would happen. And in that month, I was plant-based and I felt better. I had more energy. My skin looked better. Overall, I felt better. My guts were better. Everything was I felt good. But then after that, I just missed meat. I love meat. So I went back to eating meat. I'm not eating as much.
I crave it, the iron.
Yep, okay. So there's this documentary that everyone's watching right now on Netflix. You have to watch it.
Which one?
It's produced by James Cameron.
What's it called?
It's called The Game Changer.
Really?
It's produced by James Cameron. It stars Lewis Hamilton, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Djokovic.
Stop it. I watched Netflix. I didn't see it.
It just came up the other day, but it's from last year, this documentary. But a lot of my vegan friends have been sharing it with me, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. Now it's on Netflix. I watched it last night.
And
Man, just watch it. I want you to watch it. After you
are they
watch
doing
it.
it for health reasons or for the animals? Because I'm kind of like, I struggle with the animal side of it, but I'm a big meat eater. I love meat and I crave. There are certain times I can go a whole week with nothing, and then certain times, literally, I'll wake up and think of red meat.
I get you. And I'm still eating meat till today. Actually, today I didn't eat any meat because I only watched the documentary yesterday. So now I'm not having any meat today. But what it does, it follows some of the top athletes from around the world. Okay? Olympians.
You weren't in it?
No, I don't know why they didn't put me in. But, for example, one of the strongest men in the world.
Yeah.
He's one of those strong men. The competition.
Yeah.
He flips cars.
Yeah.
He's vegan. One of the fastest runners that Australia has ever produced. Vegan. One of the guys who does the ultra marathons, which means he runs for miles upon miles every single day. Vegan. A cyclist, an American.
Why? Because the meat's so polluted.
No, it just followed their journey of when they switched to the plant-based diet. They said they're all these athletes and they're all competing in the NFL. They've got every sport possible. Djokovic, Schwarzenegger's talking about it. But as soon as they went plant-based, they said they felt that they had more energy and they felt that they started winning more in what they were doing. So now, for example, this guy who is one of the world's strongest men, if you looked at him, he's 4 times bigger than me. He's lifting up cars and he only eats plants. He's plant-based. And he said this thing which was funny. You ever heard of the saying, he's as strong as an ox? Yeah, an ox doesn't eat meat. An ox only eats plants.
Stop it. I didn't know that.
As an elephant does.
So we're going back. We're going back in time? Because wasn't there a time where people only ate, or not?
What, meat?
Well, no.
Well,
Plants.
they're saying they do this whole thing, and you got to watch this documentary. It's on Netflix called Game Changers. They do this thing that back in the Roman times, all the warriors,
Yes.
the gladiators, they only ate.
That's I thought. Wasn't there a time when we're just going back to what actually
They were plant-based.
has been done? Yeah.
They
Because they didn't really have any choice.
Well, I don't
when you
know.
were on the-
No. There was meat around, but then like they look at our teeth as humans. Our teeth are meant for plants. They're not meant to eat meat. If you look at meat-eating animals,
They're sharp.
They're jagged and sharp for tearing. Yeah, so I go and see this longevity doctor the other day, and he's telling me, and this is when I was vegan at the time, and I tell him I'm on a vegan diet, and he goes to me, why are you on a vegan diet? That's not good for you. That's the worst possible diet. He's all about pre-diabetes, and he can try to reverse diabetes. He said vegan diets are horrible.
I
So
kind of believe in a little bit of everything. I do, especially with kids. That's why I don't, the sugar thing and,
Yeah.
the no fat, the butter. I kind of believe in having a little bit of everything in their diet. I don't know.
But it's so everything is contradicting each other, and that's where I'm just like, can we
But
just
then
get an
look at us.
answer?
I feel like we're good.
Yeah.
I feel healthy.
Yeah.
I have a great metabolism. I'm running around all the time. I'm working. I'm not like lethargic.
Yeah.
And I was brought up with all these different things. So I ate meat. I ate, Cocoa Pops. I ate, butter
Yeah,
and
but
toast.
you just don't know if touch wood, nothing happens, but you never know if something develops later on in life, and it's sort of like
Yeah,
this.
but how later? Do you give a shit at 60?
Yeah,
70?
60. Yes, 60 is. I mean, think about it. Your parents, my parents,
guess.
my parents is early 70s. I feel like they've still got a long life to live.
Can you just pull out my whatever it is?
What are the dentures?
No, not my dentures. Like press the button and cut me off if anything happens.
No. Oh, what do you mean? Like
Life support.
no
Let me go.
way. No. Well, actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if I got ill, anyway, this whole vegan chat is. Vegans, like veganism is like I don't want to say a cult, but when a lot of people found out that I was vegan and it was amazing, they all got behind me and they're like, Chris, you can do this. This is what you should be eating. Do that. All these different options, right? But then the meat eaters would come and be like, Chris, are you stupid? What's wrong with you? Eat the meat. There's nothing wrong with
See,
meat.
I kind of feel that you need the meat. You have a job where you get up in the so early. It's hard to do what you do. Just talking. When I do reality TV and stuff like this and go on camera, like I just went to go and shoot that thing in Vegas. I literally, my producer and all the new production team wanted to go out with me. I felt so bad, but I just had to go to bed. You have to be so on when you do the talking.
You got to be always going. But
Yeah.
But again, this doco called The Game Changer. Watch it. They did levels of energy testing, and
It was more.
even what they were saying, which was really interesting. And again, I'm eating meat. I'm not fully converted yet. But they did this study. They were showing us back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s when everyone was smoking. When smoking came out, smoking was cool, right? Smoking was good for your health. They showed you ads of like, smoking is good for you. You should smoke.
That was funny.
They had all the athletes smoking. Like it was like, this is good.
Crazy.
All the sporting events.
Yeah.
And then they realized with education that smoking causes cancer. They start to reverse that. They basically said that this is what the meat industry is doing the same thing with meat. So like they showed us all these commercials from fast food joints, which was literally this: you're not a man unless you eat meat. Get the burger, right? And so they're saying that it was being pushed in front of us.
Didn't you just become the face of McDonald's?
No, I'm not the face of McDonald's. Oh, there's a lot of action here
there's
today.
so much action.
More people are coming.
Yeah.
But it's all about, I guess, some people will say it's all about what you just said then.
I think we'll just stop a minute.
Come in. It's all about. I know where I'm at. It's all about.
It's all about.
Shut up.
He's 7 minutes away.
Who?
DA.
Just tell him to keep him in the car just until you go out and get him. We'll get him in 10. This is nearly done. Okay, I think she's in. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it's all about not consistency, the word I'm saying, like
I think it's a lifestyle, Chris. I think it's just everything bound together. It's like the gym, the food, the right food, just eating clean.
Yeah.
Eating organic, eating just well, even if you're going to eat meat, from a butcher and straight from a thing, and I like to know where it comes from.
Okay, I want you to watch the documentary because they talk about all this about like, don't worry about all that organic free hormone meat. It's all the same. I just watched the documentary on it. And if you're listening to this and you haven't, go to Netflix, watch The Game Changer. I'm not trying to sell anyone anything. I just want you to watch it.
I'll probably give up my meat. I get so depressed by this stuff.
I'm in limbo. But when I was vegan for 33 days, I did feel better. Like that's no word of a lie. But is it I said to Brianna, my fiance, because she was like, hey, I can go vegan if you want with you. And then I said, well, and this sounds bad, maybe living here in the UA, I said, but vegan life is boring. Like when you go out, last night we went out for Japanese. I love sashimi, like
love it,
tempura,
love it,
like I love it all.
Love it.
Do you know what I mean? And then I'm like,
I'm not giving up sushi.
I'm gonna have to give that up.
No,
but that's what it's all about.
No.
And I praise vegans. You able to live that lifestyle and get it done is absolutely amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if someone told you tomorrow that 100% Caroline Stanbury being vegan is going to be better for you, it's going to make you feel better, and you're going to live longer, would you do it? Could you do it?
I don't think I could. Because I love my food. Do I want to live better? No.
You would still have it, huh?
Yeah.
On Instagram the other day, I put on, I said, I find it weird that people smoke. If someone gave you a box of pills.
He does this to me the whole time because I smoke. So just so we're clear. I mean, I try not, I'm a social smoker.
Yeah, you don't smoke. Like, have you had a cigarette today?
God, no.
Yeah, you smoke when we go out. Sometimes
Yeah.
you've had a few drinks,
Yeah.
right? But what I say is that imagine if someone, because every day I leave my studios, my offices, and I see about 25 people sitting in the heat here in Dubai just sucking these cigarettes, right? And I think I'm an arsehole because I go up to them and I don't know half of these people, but I go, guys, just imagine there was a box of pills and I said, if you take one of these pills every single day, you're going to die sooner. And you may get cancer from having this pill. Would you take the pill? And they all just, some are like, no, Chris. Some are like, go away. I'm like, that's what you're doing right now. You were having these things which are going to kill you.
Preach, Chris, preach.
I was preaching it. And I could tell some of them are like, just F off. We don't want to even hear it. But then.
Chris, I've never heard you swear.
I didn't swear. I said F
No, you
off.
said asshole.
Oh, that's all right. That's like borderline. Isn't it?
See, we're getting there, people. We're
I
getting
didn't
there.
swear.
I'm
Censor
trying
that.
to get him to like have
Censor
like
that.
an adult conversation, or he threw in a word.
So, but what was crazy was then I told this story on Instagram, and then I had some of the vegans hit me up and go, Chris, you understand what you said about smoking is exactly what it is about meat. You having meat every day is going to kill you. And I'm like, hold on a second. I don't want to compare consuming meat.
Did you stop your kids having meat?
No.
Yeah.
But then I've thought about it. I look after myself so well.
Yeah.
And I make sure that I'm having the right food. I do make sure the kids have a balanced meal, but at the same time, I don't watch it
a
enough.
lot of those like fast food things. I see you. Don't lie.
The kids, no.
You do.
During the week,
I don't ever take my kids to those places. You
where-
do.
Yeah, but I don't mind that. I don't mind giving my kids a treat. I think.
But have you
they're
seen
fine.
the way they're made?
Yeah, I know what the burgers and all that. It's fine every so often.
So there you go.
My kids don't drink soda. Do you drink? Mine only have water.
Water.
Yeah, mine same.
They have one soda in maybe a month.
When you were brought up as a child, were they strict, your parents, on what you could consume?
No.
Yeah, either were mine, and I think that's the right way of doing it. I've got a family member whose parents were really strict, and they're both fairly overweight right now.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they got old enough,
They grabbed everything.
they just grabbed
I believe in everything in moderation. This is what I just said. Everything in moderation. I think, taking things from children doesn't work. And all that happens is they go to school, they swap their school food with somebody else. You can't be there 24/7. And all that happens, like my healthy meals go out the window, and they need to want to have the meal. So I let my children choose what's in their lunchbox, which is freshly prepared at home and as healthy as it can be.
Do you do it? No.
No.
Who makes the lunchboxes? The nannies?
The cook.
The cook?
Yeah.
Gosh, as a cook.
It's Dubai. Don't get so excited. Everybody has one.
I don't have a cook.
Well, who does the food?
Uber Eats.
Uber
No,
Eats.
the nannies cook. The nannies
The
cook.
nannies cook. Okay, well, it's same, same but different. But so it's a healthy meal. But I need to know that they want what's in there, because I know all that happens is they get there and they swap or take something out of their friend's lunchbox. So there's no point being so rigid with them and giving them a lettuce leaf and a carrot stick, because they're just going to go and get something else.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
I
actually,
agree.
mine do like carrot sticks and hummus and things like that.
If you're vegan, hit us up on Instagram, Chris and Caroline on Instagram. It's KRIS and Caroline. Chris and Caroline, you've heard what we've said. I'd love to get more of your thoughts on this.
Has it changed your life? And
Yeah,
how?
man, I've spoken to so many. It changes that. Man, I felt better off it. I'm not like I guess
but I
the,
also like
the
my
proof is in the pudding, as they say.
My neighbor went on this
Vegan
crazy
pudding.
diet like this and put her daughter on it. No carbs, no nothing. And I'm like, I don't know if I agree with all that.
No, I wouldn't put my daughter. But then I met a mother the other day who said I'm vegan, and she said my daughter's vegan as well. And I met the daughter; she was 7 years old. I go, your daughter's vegan? Is that our choice? Yeah, she chooses to be. I said, come on now, she chooses to be. She sees her mum not eating meat, so she's not going to eat meat.
Well, that's different than if she chose it. But if the mother put it on her,
Well, the mother would have put it on her. I don't know. Like again, I am so confused.
Let us know.
I'm also in limbo when it comes to consuming. So what I'm doing right now is I am eating red meat like maybe once a week. All right. I'm having more seafood and chicken, but then 2 days a week I have no meat. So today I'm not having
does
any
that make
meat.
you a
Pescatarian.
pescatarian?
That's only when you have seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still eating chicken.
Okay. All right. Well,
You don't care about this, do you?
no, I do. I'm coming from the only thing that would make me give up more than my health is actually just watching those terrible videos on farms. I find it so distressing. And then every time I see one of these things, I'm like, I'm never eating meat again. But
Yeah, I know. It's like the milk company. It's like when you
awful.
start seeing them how
And
they
how they
get
make the milk,
The
I know.
milk. Like my vegan friends send me this on. Like they'll go, Chris, watch it, and I've gone and told them I don't want to watch it. I don't want to see it. Is it because I don't want to see it because I know it's happening and I
'cause
don't
it's
want it to
awful.
ruin it? But
And it's like, I used to have all these beautiful fur coats. I had to get rid of them, all of them.
did you used to wear fur?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't wear fur.
I got rid of it.
Hey, completely off topic,
Mm-hmm.
but we're wrapping this up. Lady Gaga. You were out with her in.
I know her manager very well. Yes.
Did you see she fell off the stage?
Stop it.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Oh my God, when?
Like a couple of weeks ago.
I'm going to a show next week. On 2
Well,
weeks.
you might want to check that she's okay. So a fan got up on the stage. She invited the fan to get up on stage. I'm going to show
Oh my God.
the video. If we can put it into the podcast, we can do that.
I'm actually going to watch Gaga in Vegas with her manager in less than 2
well,
weeks.
if she's
She's
okay
still
after this
performing.
fall, so just she invites a fan on stage. Fan goes up. Just hold on. We're watching this live. Oh,
Oh my God.
jeez. Hold on.
Tell
Is your Instagram doing that, by the way?
No,
It's
it's probably your phone. Oh my God.
Yeah, so she jumps on the fan and basically straddles him, and then the fan's leg gives way and they just drop 8 feet.
8 feet?
Yeah, they said both seem to be doing all right, but look at this.
Was she angry at the
Bam.
fan?
No. Supposedly she said it's not the fan, it's not his fault, nor is it my fault, it just happened. But yeah, I just saw that video, and if we've thrown it into the YouTube link if you want to see it, but just want to let you know that maybe talk to your Gaga's manager and see if she's okay.
Well, I mean, I presume she is. He hasn't cancelled the flights
Okay.
and our tickets, and
Okay.
so but thank God that
Yeah,
looks really bad.
We're going to get an exclusive on your little rendezvous with Lady Gaga.
Sure.
Was she cool? You were partying with her in one
my
of my
God,
favorite places in LA, actually.
The
It's on the corner there.
yes, is it Sir? Was it Sir Pump?
No. No.
Oh, the gay club.
Yep.
It's my favorite place too. And on Sunday, it's the best.
Gosh, are we going to keep this
The
in
Abbey.
the podcast? The Abbey, yes.
The Abbey. So,
LA,
yeah.
go to the Abbey. It's
the best.
The best.
And it doesn't matter, gay, straight,
Yeah.
whatever you go.
It's fantastic.
It's great.
You partied with her there. It looked
yeah,
fun.
it was really fun, and she was so warm and so welcoming. And obviously, I'm friends with a few friends of hers. So she came over, took loads of pictures of me, really chatty, really sweet. She could not be more normal and more lovely. Kept on her sunglasses. She did look amazing, of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll expect an update with you and Lady Gaga coming up. Guys, hit us up on the gram. If you're vegan, if you're a meat eater, if you're anything, we want to hear from you. Chris and Caroline on the Instagram. It's our Not So Epic podcast. We've got some good guests coming up in the coming weeks as well, all right?
Peace out.
All good? See you
Yeah.
later. Bye.
Bye.
It's Chris Fade and Caroline Stanbury's Not So Epic podcast.
Brought to you by NMC Healthcare and Cosmesurge. Head to cosmesurge.com.